Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now,
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Marcus Smart is out there with Morant. And it's Bane in at the 3 spot for the Trailblazers. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. ABC is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Sharp in at the 3, the small forward. All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with 2 incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
Now here's Henderson. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Outside, Bane. And that one is good.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. He gets it in there. Bane's got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. I love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now here's Henderson.
I like Morant's workmanlike approach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact. Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Back to Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
And so it's Memphis with it. The Blazers getting the bucket. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. They get it back. Jackson, an easy 2 points on the layup.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the Trailblazers. Now, here's Sharp. Takes a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Morant against Simons. The teardrop falls in.
Ooh, little sweet touch on the floater. Morant has so many shots to choose from in his bag.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Simons. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
Trailblazers ball.
We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. To the left wing, pulls it up. Misses off the left iron.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Adams, the pass to Bane. Baseline try. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it. One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Nurkic trying to get open. No good from Grant. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 10-2 run here. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Adams' shot is off.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's Nurkic. And the rejection by Jackson. Payton for three. And no good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Simons finds Nurkic. Stolen by Jackson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for
The
him.
line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
He takes it in. Here's Sharp. Cans the shot from the wing.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
From deep. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Personal foul.
Nasir Little picks one up. For Memphis, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That one is no good.
Line for three.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Whip.
Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Memphis? Trailblazers trail by 9. So on the floor for Memphis. Brandon Clark is out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Tillman in at the center, locking down the middle. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
5 to shoot. Here's Kennard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drop.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And he gets it to go. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that crew.
Here's Henderson, and the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Good, and the nice assist from Morant. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. So Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Nasir Little. Jeremy Grant comes in for Justice Winslow. And it's Simons in for Sharp. Then for the Grizzlies, Jackson, he's checked in for Tillman. And Smart subbed in for Morant. Inside, here's Clark. Some solid defense from Grant.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Clark kicks to Kennard. The pass to Smart. Fires from the line. And that one hits back iron.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Thibault, the pass to Nurkic. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name center.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Henderson against Smart. Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Simons against Kennard. Clark outside. Here's Jackson. Count it. Jackson's got 6.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
It's deflected. Bain against Nurkic. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Both free throws good from Henderson. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Little comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Sharp in for ABC. Smart against Simons. Here's Winslow. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Clark. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Lobbed up there for Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Simons, the pass to Grant. Kicks to Little. Simons from outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And so it's Memphis taking a night
with the score, your Trailblazers.
And now,
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of it's Memphis out in front at the half. They are dominating the scoring, leading by... And that'll...
Time to get loud for your...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bain.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And Fernie Simons out there with ABC, and it's Sharp in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And Henderson throws it down hard.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drive.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Ja Morant's injury. David, any news there?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Grizzlies. He's got an injury to his elbow, specifically his elbow joint, and it looks like it's a pinched nerve.
Thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. Here's Jackson. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Anderson with it. Now defended by Bain. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Portland.
Substitution on the court.
And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Tillman's checked in. Now here's Henderson. 16 points for him. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Personal foul.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time. On this occasion, he got caught.
The Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
Now Smart. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the inside. Good.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Henderson against Morant. It's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. A different look now for Portland.
On the floor for
Little comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Winslow subbed in for Jeremy Grant.
Justice Winslow.
Morant against Henderson. Winslow. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Outside, Bain floats it up there for Morant. Stolen by
2
Winslow.
minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Henderson. Good work defensively by Smart. Memphis leading by 17. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. 1:22 left to play in the third. Henderson pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 18. Off with the layup.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to Smart. Over Henderson. Henderson pulls it in. Henderson's got his fourth rebound in this one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shoots over Morant. Grizzlies with the rebound. To the middle from 10 feet out. Count that one. Aldama's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Henderson kicks to Thibault. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Memphis, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
It's six-man time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Morant is out there with Kennard, and it's Aldama in at the 3 spot.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Memphis. Aldama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Aldama. The dish now to Morant. To the inside. Now here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. And Morant is good for 3. Morant's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Memphis. Morant's gone 4 for 9 from the field. Grant, right side. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute play. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Murray's checked in for Winslow. Walker comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Williams in for Sharp. Rose passes to Kennard. Here's Aldama. He's covered by Grant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Rose against Simons. 5 on the clock. Back to Rose. Shoots it up. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
A sound decision maker with a reliable jump shot. Rose is more than comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Kept alive. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Rose passes to Kennard. He's covered by Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Grizzlies?
2 shots.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Outside Williams. Passes to Concho. Jacks up a 3. That shot misses. And it's Portland the other way. Johnson down low. Working on Rose. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Rose against Johnson. There's the pass to Concho. Rose looking around. Johnson with the rebound.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Outside Williams. Back to Johnson. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Murray, good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Memphis.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaren Jackson.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Walker in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Rose with the ball. Pass to Concho. Here's Williams. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. No good there. Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Rose against Johnson. Outside Rose. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.